on the outskirts of downtown Biloxi, Mississippi today, where we're going to be finding something that's pretty incredible as far as history of root beer goes. Hi everybody and welcome to the world of Micah. Today we're going to be talking about the birthplace and the history of where Barqs root beer started right here in Biloxi, Mississippi. Now, let's take a closer look. Now the reason I was here this week is Cruising the Coast, classic car show that happens every year here in Biloxi, Mississippi. And last year I wanted to do this video but didn't have time. So this year I'm making time to document this video on the history of Barqs root beer. And I think Barqs root beer was the root beer that I first tried. That was the very first root beer that I ever tried. And it makes sense because I grew up in Mississippi, so it only makes sense for Mississippi to really have Barqs root beer. I didn't have mug root beer until I was older, way older. I always grew up with Barqs root beer. And now I'm about to go find where it was originated. It's a really cool little town. Here, the downtown area, residential area of Biloxi, Mississippi. And with these older houses and seeing classic cars driving, it seems like I've traveled back in time, which is kind of fitting for today. Also love the fact that you could basically walk down the middle of this street. The Coca-Cola delivery man is dropping off some beverages here at the C&C convenience store, which is right next to where we're going to be heading. But I'm going to stop in real quick, you know, for a specific reason. And I purchased a Barqs root beer right across the street from where it was originally started, right here. Insane. Let's talk about the history of this place. Edward Barq Sr. constructed this building in 1898. Isn't that crazy? 1898. And this was his bottling company, the Biloxi Artesian Bottle Works. And this is where he would experiment with formulas and different soft drinks, and this is where he produced the famous Barqs root beer right inside this building. Now before he moved to Biloxi and created Barqs root beer, he studied in France, different experiments and everything. You know, creating soda back in those days, you were kind of like a mad scientist. Guys were trying different formulas and, you know, different flavors and different ways of creating soda. Pretty crazy if you think about it. This is where root beer, Barqs root beer, was created. Right here. If these, what's left of them, walls, could talk. Now it seems like they're restoring this, or some sort of restoration happening on this. Not stepping in here, I do not trust it, you know, but this is it. Right here. And this is where the building was constructed in 1898, and it served the company up until 1937. And then it moved to a different location, which we will find shortly. But I wanted to show this. Look at the way it's shifted, and it's like at an angle. Just get one more look inside here. Some shattered glass and plates and nails, and doesn't look too safe. And now there's something I've got to do. I've got to have a Barqs root beer right out front of where it was invented. Pretty cool, pretty awesome. Here we go. This is to you, Edward Barq Sr. Nothing like root beer at 8 in the morning. It's been a minute since I've had root beer. Wow. Awesome. All right, one last look at the Biloxi Artesian Bottle Works, where Barqs root beer was created. Now we're gonna head to where it moved in 1939. See what remains, if anything. And you know, it's weird, growing up, someone hands you like Barqs root beer, Coca-Cola, Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, whatever the soda is. You never think someone created this. Someone took flavors and chemicals and things that were edible and trial and error, created something that's so famous, so world-renowned, like world-known, like Barqs root beer, and it was created in a little tiny town like Biloxi, Mississippi. Golly, that's just, to me, it's crazy, because you got to think, somewhere someone created that. Somewhere someone created everything we eat and drink, and that was where root beer was created. It's crazy. And this is where they relocated, just north of the railroad at the Bowen House, right here. This is where Barqs relocated in 1939. Not sure exactly where they would do everything, but it happened here. And this is crazy. The neighbor out front just told me this entire house was constructed with oyster shells. I've heard about that in St. Augustine, Florida, them doing that, but I'm not sure. I'm sure this was also created with oyster shells. They've had some renovations and some added on, things to the house, but this is where Barqs relocated, inside this house. And at one point they had a marker and a plaque type thing in front of the original spot, the bottling company that's been removed. It didn't look like it was in good shape there. Looks like it's had some tear from storms, and it's old. 1800s here. But yeah, that's where it happened. Still kind of mind-blowing to me. Just in this little tiny neighborhood, one of the biggest root beer companies of all time, right back there, and we got to go. All right, let's take a quick stroll and check out some classic cars since we're in the area. Oh yeah, I got a big turnout already this morning. A little past 9 o'clock. Got a band playing right over here on the stage. Good music, good cars, good people. Now this is the feature car here, the 1950 Mercury. See here, it's on the merchandise this year, and then this is the actual car right here. All right. You see, it's on the shirt this year for cruising the coast. Pretty awesome. This is cool. Looks like something you'd take up to the lake, in the summer. A lot of room. Room for the whole family. Got a little mural here. Greetings from Biloxi. And they've got vendors and food carts, and all the businesses are open, giving out haircuts here today. Stepped inside Marley's Music. My brother owns a vinyl record store in Jackson, so I always support local vinyl stores, always stop in and see what's going on. And I'm heading down to Ground Zero Blues Club, see what time they open, because I think that's where I'm gonna eat lunch today. Visited Ground Zero Blues Club in Clarksdale, Mississippi, where it originated. Morgan Freeman started this restaurant. It's a tribute to classic juke joints, if you will. The Mississippi blues, and it's just amazing. It's just an amazing place. Always good food and good music. And I'm a huge fan of the Delta Blues. Grew up on that music, among other styles of music, but let's go see what's going on at Ground Zero. Oh, that's awesome. So cool. Didn't know they had a Biloxi club. And it doesn't open until 11 o'clock, so I think that's where I'm gonna eat lunch or dinner today. Now, I saw this car yesterday, but I really didn't get to take a look inside and check out all the stops. Look at this. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I saw the Chop Life, the pinstriping on it yesterday, but didn't get to take a closer look at it. Well, alright. Just having a good time walking up and down the street here in Biloxi, looking at the cars and businesses and people watching. It's kind of fun. I wanted to show this Chevy and the motorcycle and the little camper they have set up here. Look at the bike. Check out this little camper situation. Bed, everything, storage, and then on the back, it's got the camper, the burner, refrigerator, everything you need. Awesome. Wanted to show this camper too, this Chevy and the little camper they have set up. It's really cool. Look at this little Scotty. Got the radio and the little kitchen and lights. It's awesome. And I showed this Chevy yesterday with the burger and fries set up, but I didn't see the drive-in speaker setup they had here. And this camper they have. This is Rosie. They have a little poster here showing the restoration, how they restored it, fixed it up. Let's check it out. Let's see. This is okay to come in, so I'm gonna step in. Wow, look at that, man. Little bed, cot, microwave. Sorry, didn't mean to bother you. Pretty neat. Look at this, Beach Boys artwork here. They're gonna be performing here this week. I'm not going to the show, but seen them before. Pretty cool. All right, some time has passed. I'm gonna head into Ground Zero Blues Club here in Biloxi for dinner tonight. Got some stuff on the walls here. It's really cool to see the difference between this location and the one in Clarksdale that I visited. And there's 2 bars in this location. And what's amazing is, I'll give you a little tidbit of information. Cathead Vodka, made in Mississippi. There's the bitter orange. When they have the honeysuckle is one of my favorites. I'm not big of a drinker, but let me tell you something. Cathead Vodka is really, really good. Got some memorabilia here on the wall. Oh man, look at these guys. Mobile Strugglers. A little bit of a glare. Howlin' Wolf. Yeah, see, that's the one I originally went to. The original. This is awesome. They're having a show in the next room over here. I can show the stage really quick, but all right. right, let's get some food. And this is what I got. It's fried bologna and turkey, smoked turkey on here, a sandwich, and some french fries. Well, dinner was delicious. Today was full of excitement, a little bit of history, and a little bit of my roots. Mississippi music. Great job, Ground Zero Biloxi. This is awesome. But that's the end to another fun-filled day here in Biloxi, Mississippi. Glad we got to visit the birthplace of Barqs root beer and visit Ground Zero Blues Club for dinner. That was awesome, man. We got to even see some classic cars today. But I think we took care of business here tonight and today in Biloxi, Mississippi. Time to call it a day. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please click that thumbs up button. I will see you guys on the next adventure. Till then, stay weird. Goodbye.